Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Okoye build.
No scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one for them. Stay buying figs don't know about.
All right, so you got 6 figures in this wave, but you actually own is very nice. They did a really good job on this figure. This figure is light years ahead of the previous release. I guess that was the Captain America Civil War version of Black Panther, about how terrible that figure was and how the SH Figuarts version was light years ahead of that figure. This one might actually rival the SH Figuarts version. It look good. And aside from these, he also has a set of closed fists, and these look fine. And I should mention that he comes with the head for the Okoye build accessory. He comes with the unmasked head, and this does not look like Chadwick Boseman Africa, and he's light-skinned. Not to say that there are no fair-skinned people in Africa. I mean, there's white people in Africa, but this is off. And still, with that said, you can see the silver sort of. I guess those might be animal teeth or something like that, or that's what they're supposed to be, and all the silver highlights here. Everything looks good. The costume is textured. I do like the way this guy looks a lot. They did a very, very nice job. I mean, it does. I'm not sure that it's the same buck. Usually with these movie figures, they will get his arms crossed and get his arms folded when you posing them up. But anyway, head is on a ball joint. The head will look down pretty far. That looks a little awkward there, but it'll look up very far at a fly joint. So again, I love that. I wish they would get that on all of the figures in some form or fashion. You get an upper bicep swivel, you get a double jointed elbow, you get a swivel and a hinge on the wrist, you get a decent ab crunch going forward, going back, pivot actually too, I skipped over that. So it'll pivot, you could get a little personality out of that. Get a T-joint, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee, no rotation here at the top. The boot do actually still own the Captain America Civil War version, and that's one thing that I forgot to mention about this this new version in the middle is that excuse me, you can get his arms all the way down to the side, which is great, and which was one of my major gripes, as do the hands. And you can see they've made a great improvement from the last figure. Now I just threw in the SH Figuarts version, and you can see that they're great figure. This is one that I would definitely recommend from this wave. What I want to see moving forward is them apply this same type of detail and attention to a comic-based Black Panther, and I want to see them finish up the Ultimates team. You know, continue with this black excellence. And real quick before I get out of here, just a comparison of skin tones, one that people got. But you can see the skin tones here and how the skin tones should look as opposed